In plenty communities across Barbados, children facing pressure long before them even know what choice really mean. Not because of who them is, but because of what them surrounded by.
So I'm going to ask you some statements, and if they apply to you, I want you to stand up. Only if it applies to you, I want you to stand up. So the first one, stand up if you ever got into trouble for acting without thinking. Honest. Honestly, I am loving it. And before you sit on yourself, a lot of applause. I like it honestly.
Out here on this field, football in the end goal is the starting point.
Both in the competition and in life, one, to understand your emotions. When you get angry and you act out of frustration, your ball will drop. In the competition, it's a literal football. In life, it can be an opportunity. So it is important to manage your emotions. And secondly, it is important to have the right people around you. The persons you pass the ball to, as well as the persons who pass the ball to you. Everybody heard me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great.
This is the Bayland Under 13 Soccer Hub, supported by the National Peace Program. A space built on love, peace, and unity to help guide our young people in a positive direction.
The actual purpose was to keep the youngsters involved in something, to keep them out of trouble, something productive, and also to send on a message, positive messages, how to resolve conflicts, how to be responsible, how to be an adult, because they're at this preteen stage now, going through puberty and stuff like that. This program was very successful because I did see some changes within some of the children, even in their gameplay, how they reacted, how they even respond to each other. So, and the surprising thing about it is that this was only like 13 days, I believe, and we were only able to give like little 15-minute mentorship sessions. And you would think that that would not be enough time, but it has been so productive, and it has actually made changes in some of their attitudes. I knew the program would have reached some, but it was a little more successful than I expected. I was able to actually make some bond with some of the players, bond with some of the teams. I have a favorite team right now before they even know these teams. So it's a good experience for the children, first things first, to get out there, be involved in something positive, get away from the gang stuff and all the badness and stuff. And it's also good for us adults to be able to interact with the children and see the world they're living in, and be able to show them things that we went through in life, give them an idea how to respond, how to react, and how to go forward. So I like the program. To be honest, it's a good program. That's not just me saying it. I've seen actual results in such a short space of time. So I'm impressed by it. I'm impressed by the teams, the commitments of the youngsters, and how they actually put their all into this football. So this Under 13 tournament, I believe this time we should continue on a continuous basis. And we should also be able to reach out to these children at the same time and give them a little mentorship that we gave them at this point in time. Some of them are a little rough on the edges, but remember, they're young. They're preteens, teenagers, 13, and now it's the time to mold them. So I believe that we had the opportune time, we met them at the opportune time to give them this information, as well as find out things about them and get involved with their life.
Because football alone can't raise a child, but when you mix sport with guidance, mentorship, and real conversation, you start building character.
On the field, every decision you're not going to do, you may get off your cue. You may get a player tell you something that you don't like, but you got a decision to act. Because hear this, every single choice you make is going. You're so intelligent, every choice you make is got consequence, so you got a decision to make them on the pitch. If somebody tell me something I don't like, or a referee blow call I don't like, how you respond? And my first thing, to be the cuss or the fight. Or I can find something different. I can find a different approach. I can walk away. I can give a soft answer. I can humble over. Because I know going on, and I know where you want to go. And that football is a vehicle that I choose to take me there. That's where the focus. I want to encourage them to be the hero. The little cousin family member to you. You have to come for it and get to it. You get to don't work on me.
Every child needs somebody who believes in them, even when they know still finding the self.
In an effort to help reduce the violence in Barbados, a part of this will be engaging with these youngsters, these under 13s in this football. So right now it's good because it gives them a different focus from going on the wrong lane, and they need people to interact with older men that they could, you know, we could be a mentor to them to give them some understanding as to what life is. So it's more a passion really, because I myself, I have a son, he's 24, and I actually have a grandson as well, 2 years old. So I know the world they're coming up in, and I know they need a direction. Need a direction because currently a lot of them doing the wrong thing, a lot of them getting in the wrong direction, a lot of them following the wrong things, but I know as long as we have the correct team here working together, we're able to at least try to point as much of them as possible in the path away from destruction. So to me, it's not a task really, it's more like a duty, right? Somebody got to take it up because I got men out there so doing the badness, so somebody got to do the goodness, you know what I mean? So it's more like a duty. So I do what I could do, whatever is necessary within these groups, the National Peace Program, the Ministry of People and Empowerment, Elder Affairs, to help as many people as possible. And right now we're focusing on the youths, and I believe that this is going to be successful. I see how they're engaging, how they're interacting with us, how they enjoy the football, and how they like speaking to adults too. Because one thing I realize is like, a lot of people don't actually talk to these youngsters. They give them something to distract them. So they like to engage with us. So if we can engage with them in a positive way, we can still give them a little more understanding on life, as we as older men looking for a positive way for them, we could direct them.
At the Bayland and the 13th Soccer Hub, coaches do more than train skills. Them is guide minds, shape attitudes, they stand in the gap.
If you can't control your emotions, if you can't control your mouth, if you can't control your temper, your anger, if you can't control it, let it go. If you can't control it, fine. Then you could potentially lose again. Everybody can get right, right? You can end up losing that life. You can end up losing that life. They got so much individuals that when they good at controlling the ball on the field, but they struggle to control the ball off the field. And the ball off the field is the ball that is the most important. So he made the decision. And he had to learn. I won't be able to control my anger, because you see this here, you see this conflict, you see this thing with fighting and being a bad boy. This thing that allowed me to play football. They might family members like that. Today, the journey was long. The journey was long. But today, it's a play football for both wanderers. You understand? It's play football for a club in the UK. Some of y'all may know him. His name is Thierry Gay. And his father, they walked with him through this entire process. But he comes from a community that is going through violence. He comes from a community where people disrespect parents, where youngsters just won't fight every minute. And he made a decision. He was like, look, I come from that life, but that life no more come from him, because he won't say no. And he fight. Went to a tough school, St. Leonard's. Everybody fighting around him. He made a decision. You see me now, everybody can fight around you. You see me angry. And you control your emotions. And you control it. And you manage my temper. And you make sure I watch my words. And I watch how I manage my emotions. And I'm going to try and solve everything with my fist or with a rock or a sword, because then you get me know you can call a coach watching me. You see, he got a lot of talent. He got a lot of depth. But he actually horrible. I don't think he can.
Through mentorship sessions, children learn how to deal with conflict, how to lead, how to talk things through instead of fighting.
Purpose 180 uses sports and experiential learning to serve the youth. We do a lot of experiential learning. We use games to talk about life skills, and just basically become mentors to the young men within our programs. Within this initiative, we are here to serve the youth by facilitating sessions just to equip and empower them through the sport that they already have a passion for. Purpose 180 stands for purpose, just helping young men, individuals and their families to identify their God-given talents, gifts, capabilities, finding purpose and focus for their lives. 180 speaks to change, helping them to use what they are passionate about to bring that change in an opposite direction. So when you think about 180, you're going in one way and you turn, you go the other way. And foundation really speaks to the values, the core values that you live your life by. What are the standards and the values that you govern your decisions? What influences you? And here within this initiative in the Bayland, what we're going to do is walk them through that process of understanding that football can teach them, equip them, and prepare them for life.
These lessons ain't just taught, them is be lived, them is be practiced every single session.
Let me hear our new slogan. Everybody together. Let me hear it. What is it? Stop. Here we go. Start together. What's it? Stop. Take responsibility. One more time. Stop. Take responsibility. Everybody get me one clap. 2 claps. 3 claps. Now, say if you're going to stop taking that responsibility, I'm going to go to the next station. You know what I'm saying. Alright, everybody ready? You can follow instructions? Yeah. Are you sure? Ready? Oh, there she is. Okay. I'll just come here, man. There we go. I think I'm a big champion. I just want nobody beat me at this year, okay? And you guys love for more anything you probably can. I'm not sure. But let's hear. Everybody ready? Yeah. Everybody ready? Yeah. You can see me? Yeah. You sure you can follow the instructions? Yeah. You can hear me? Yeah. You can understand me? Yeah. And let's go. Everybody. 1 clap. 2 claps. 3 claps. Everybody hands out. Come on, click your fingers. Everybody get? Yeah. Sure? Yeah. You sure you can understand me? Yeah. And you sure you can follow the instructions? Yeah. Alright, let's go again. 1 clap. 2 claps. 3 claps. Everybody hands out. Everybody, rub your chin, rub your chin.
Every jersey got a story inside it, and every single child got something to say.
I'm Tyrese, and I play for Valerie Diamonds. Our strategy coming into this tournament was purely to mark the right men and pass around the ball. Our coaching was very good. The coaches taught us different strategies on how to mark the different people in the different positions. My position is goalkeeper. In the peace program sessions that we have been having, I've learned some important things like controlling myself, helping others, and learning to do good things, act appropriately, and learn along with the football.
For these young players, this hub means safety, belonging, somewhere them feel respected.
In Marfanti Youth Uprising, I think the program is a good experience for the younger people. We learn a lot from it. Don't say about things and you don't know about it and stuff like that. Coming in this tournament, we had a positive mindset to win, and yeah, we changed a couple rules like no cursing on the team and stuff like that. I think we should be able to win today. Yeah, it's training very, very hard. We first learned about this tournament last year when it was hosted. Yeah, and from there we thought we would never get beat again going forward in this tournament, although we had a loss in the first game. But now on today's game we got to win. We want to win, so yeah.
Them now learning how to express themselves, how to handle pressure, and how to choose peace even when things get tense.
My name is Isaiah St. Hill playing 4 Pillars. The last 13 games was good. Last one when we faced Whitehall, it was a good game. I played really well. I wasn't happy with my team performance. When we faced Whitehall, we let in an easy goal that we should not. And we had multiple chances to score, and we did not put them back in net. But we came and we won today, and we have gone and we want to replace. So as my last year on 13, I am very excited to go on 15, and I can enjoy football for the rest of my life. And 4 Pillars is a really good club. I enjoy playing football for the peace program.
When a child start to believe in themselves, everything else is start to change.
But however, Galatians 5:19 want to talk about the works of the flesh, and Galatians 5:16 says walk by the Spirit. So we need to learn these things and then walk in it. Who wants to walk well and do the right thing? Who pledged to do the right thing? Who promised to do the right thing? Start with me fast, man. Start with me real fast. Start with me real fast. Somebody raise your right hand. Look quickly and say, I pledge to do the right thing. On and off the field. Thank you so much. Give yourself a round of applause.
Conflict going to happen. That is life.
Conflict will solve problems. Conflict is creating them. We're talking about unhealthy. Or you can disagree. You want somebody you can always see like today. You're in a conflict, but it's how you deal with it. Whether you allow your emotions to control you, or if you control your emotions. And you're not crying. Feel bad if you lose. Bring the emotions under control. Tell yourself now, I ain't gonna let my emotions control me whole. I ain't gonna make a stupid decision now that can mess up my whole.
But violence don't have to be the answer.
I spent about 45 minutes just sitting very quietly and observing the young people in the room.
Yes.
And I said to myself, well, you gotta change this up now. You can't, not with this particular group. So for that session, I did a lot more on teamwork. What does it mean to be a team? Because I find that team members were cursing one and telling one another about the mothers and this and that. So I approached, what does it mean to be a team? Yeah. But then I tied in respect, responsibility, and discipline into that topic, and I realized then I caught their attention.
Right here, disagreements turn into lessons. These children learning patience, accountability, and teamwork.
So even though you have different strategies, different ways of doing things, because sometimes I might think it's best to do it this way, I get frustrated. Understand, what we have on the inside is usually what comes out on the outside. So if you're angry, if you're frustrated, if you're grateful, these are the things that will come out. So when you're thinking about working on achieving a goal, it is also important to know who are the persons on your team. If you have a person who is just against achieving the goal, for example, if you got a superstar, want to dribble the whole field, you feel that you guys know it? What gonna happen to the ball? You ain't get tired. So you gotta play a team. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Peace ain't something you talk about once, you know. You just gotta practice it.
Our organization looks at how music, the internet, and social media impact the mental health and behavior of young people. And we do realize that they spend a lot of time on their devices. And one of the things that we recognize, sports is one of those things that create a good balance in life. And getting them involved on the field, involved in football, is a tremendous way for them to develop, not only in terms of physicality, but also in terms of the discipline that's required.
And I'm telling you, when children practice peace early, it is stick with them.
How one is deal with conflict? How one is deal with somebody telling one to sign up when they do all that? Will it be ready to jump back and curse, tell you up, ready to fight? And the truth is, you want to ask yourself a question. You say, that's how you should do it, that's how you should deal with it. You should deal with it by walking off and walking away. But a lot of people don't do that. Right or wrong? We do two main things when it comes to conflict. There got two major ways that we solve conflict in Barbados, especially as youngsters too. First one is when we guess? Call, we curse your mother, your stinking father, your balls.
I'm laughing, but that's true.
Carry the so and so and we going down the road. And first thing we do. And what's the second thing? Fight. Is the only two ways that we know how to deal with conflict. But that's make things better or make things worse? Talk to me real or don't be telling me. Tell me if it's make things better for one, it's make things better or make things worse. Because you know what's happening? You start reflecting. You beat that person, you feel that person, let that done it. But then what? What they can probably do, if they realize that I can't beat you on my own, what you think they can do? They can bring somebody else. And then if you get beat up, what you gonna do? And then when you go, no, you go fight them, where you go? You go to war, what is so intelligent? And in wars, you've got casualties only on one side. It's got casualties on both sides. So people that's end up getting hurt because of you. Or you might bring other friends and you get, why do we do this? And you can't, the boy can't take strikes off of me, the boy can't do this, the boy can't do that. And someone would have got the friends. And big man, he's a girl. And then I might be you. You barely get all fear, Jack. I laugh and skin the teeth at you, and you feel like you got a point to prove. So you know that you should be fighting, but you won't want to point because other people be minding. You worried about what other people think. You feel that someone wouldn't make it at a professional level if that's your mindset.
What has happened on the field, don't ever stay on the field.
It's not only about football, but empowerment, helping young people to really see themselves and know what they are about. So we are glad to be a part of that. You know, there is a portion in the Bible that says, where Jesus is saying, come let me teach you to be fishers of men. You know, when you go out fishing, you don't bait the hook with what you like, but with what the fish like. And this is what it's all about. If these guys are into football, then you use football to bring them to the table so that you can teach them all about positive development, character development, and all of these other things that they need that they may not necessarily get. So we are extremely happy to be a part of that. And from the first session today, they've received it very, very well. And no doubt they want to return. It was a very upbeat session where they would have learned some stuff about developing their own character, how to act on and off the field, respect for one another, respect for themselves, and even for the adults around them. So that was extremely good. So we look forward to the rest of the days of this competition. And so this football hub, like I said, is not just about football and empowerment. So it is a great thing, and we encourage everyone that can get involved to get involved and support.
Parents seeing changes, the children behaving better, they're communicating better, they're coming with more confidence, you know?
I think the tournament that is happening today, the Under 13 tournament, I love the idea. I am one who've always advocated that it should not just be about football, it should not just be about cricket, it should not just be about hockey, but there should be a life skills element to these games. So I'm very, very happy and proud of the National Peace Program that they were able to incorporate life skills. They were able to incorporate motivational sessions. They are able to incorporate sessions that will help these young people to develop positively, to set the mindsets that we need with our young people. So I'm extremely proud of the National Peace Program for bringing that level of motivation, that level of life skills, to move it away from just the game on the field, but to present young people in this country with the tools that they need to be able to survive what is happening in Barbados today.
When you engage these children in positive ways, the communities get stronger.
Your parents tell you go to all the strangers, right?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of us talk to strangers in our game rooms. And we don't know who these people are, but we are connected with them. All right? So we want you to be safe with those that you are connecting with. So we want you to make a better choice. All right? So as I close, what are the three things you said we want to do? We want to stop, think, act responsibly. All right? We want to stop, think, and act responsibly with the persons we are communicating with online. We want to stop, think, and act responsibly with the things that we post and the things that we do online. We want to stop, think, and act responsibly with the games and the videos and the images that we watch online. So what we're doing? Stop, think, and act responsibly. We don't want that. If you want to become a football star, the things that you do online jeopardize those things, alright? So we want to do those things. We just want to leave our exposed. scripture first with you, and then I'm going to ask my friend David to come. He has a very exciting thing that he wants to share with you guys. But it says this: do not be shaped by this world. Instead, be changed within by a new way of thinking. Then you'll be able to decide what God wants for you. And you'll be able to know what is good, pleasing to God, and what is perfect. Alright? God wants you to be the best that you can be. But in order to do that, many times when we have choices to make, especially online, we need to think and responsibly.
This is prevention in action, not reacting after the damage done, but we stopping it before it starts.
Hi, good afternoon. Shamar Reese. I work with the National Peace Program in the Ministry of People Empowerment and Elder Affairs. And currently we are engaging in this community initiative. Right now it's called the Bela Under 13 Christmas Football Hub, Soccer Hub, sorry. And it's an initiative to bring, love, peace, unity, and support youth engagement, youth activities, to try to put them in a positive way, put them in a positive direction. Currently in the program, we have built in some mentorship sessions. So you're not only just coming out to play football, but you're coming out getting some workshops such as conflict resolution, leadership skills, conflict mediation, stuff like that there.
The future don't build itself. We is build it together.
This initiative by the National Peace Program and the football tournament for the under 13 young footballers, it really started something happening, especially in terms of the life skills and the personal development sessions that were happening. I have seen some level of growth with the young people since we started. I did the very first session some 13 days ago. It is a work in progress. We need to stick with it. We need to continue it. We need to continue working with the young people. We need to continue showing the young people that level of positivity, letting them know that there are alternatives to crime and violence. So I think we are onto something. We are seeing the change. We are seeing the movement, but it must be a continuous work.
The Bayland and the 13 Soccer Hub showing what is possible when community, government, and mentorship come together.
What the National Peace Program and the other partners are doing is really valuable, especially when we talk about investing in the personal development of our young men. This was more than a football tournament. We had the opportunity to go in and talk to them about various different life skills. Our particular focus of interest was pertaining to their internet lifestyle, their digital citizenship, their digital development, and we carried a message of stop, think, and act responsibly. And it was really good to hear their feedback on what they are facing in their own homes, in their own development, and how they could stop, how they could think and act responsibly now, having the information that we shared with them about the Computer Misuse Act, about various different things, about the threats online, and how they can use the internet, how they could use these various devices to better themselves and not just be consumers. So I really appreciate what the program is doing here, and I think it's a very great start to something that can be really national, something that can impact every aspect, every parish, and see even more going across to the Caribbean. But we want to see that change here in Barbados, and I think this is a really good start.
These children ain't just footballers. This is we future leaders, we future peacemakers.
I can definitely tell you this initiative have taken young men into onto a different level. And the additional thing is not only sports and running around and keeping noise, but they also got some counseling sessions. And this was really, really, really exciting to me and really, really important to me to see these things happening, that you're not just getting sports, but you're also getting the developmental part of it. That was the most important part. Today's finals, and you see young men running for 13 days. You had about probably, I think there were about 20 teams, I think it was. And if there were 20 teams, about 12 to 20 young men was on each team. So you can do the math to see how many young men that this initiative would have affected, and they would have gone through some pretty positive effects. I must say though, that if this is something that will continue, you're going to get more and more people in. Well, the best thing, one thing that can come out of this is if you can get all these teams are established, but once we can get then a community team from the area, you know what I mean, and just let them participate. I think that would be one plus, because it would be advantageous to have that. When you look outside and you see the amount of people out there today, like, you can definitely say this was a really good initiative. I must applaud the organizers. They invited me in, and the sessions and stuff that was really interesting and really entertaining. And not only entertaining, but they were also interactive. So learning had to take place, and you can see that. So yes, this is good. I'm looking forward to next year's one, and hopefully if they're gonna have an Easter one, yeah, that would be nice also.
We got to change the story for them and for us all.
I think that just like a seed planted, we need to continue watering them. We need to continue tilling the ground and pulling up the weed seeds and just creating a safe environment for them. I look forward to working further with these young men, the coaches, and even with the families. And we are so thankful to be a part of this journey.